Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to the SUPES channel. My name is Matthew Ramos and on this channel I'm to entertain, inform, and inspire using the topic of discussion as always, which is superheroes. So guys, with the Joker being less than a couple weeks away, in today's video I'm going to break down why the ending of this film will have you leaving the theater being so unsettled, being so uncomfortable, and this is because at the end of the film, the Joker is going to kill himself. So right before I get down into breaking my theory, make sure to stay to the end of the video for giveaway details as I'm giving away a PlayStation 4. Now without further ado, let's talk about my Joker ending theory and how the Joker is going to kill himself in this movie. So guys, the first thing we gotta acknowledge is before we even watch this movie, we gotta know that this is a one and done. The reason Joaquin Phoenix signed on to play the Joker is because this is a one and done movie. This is a character study and a one and done movie that is aiming to rack up so many awards come Oscar season. But Joaquin Phoenix doesn't sign on to projects that are multiple films. I mean, back in 2016, he was the top contender to play the role of Doctor Strange in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but ultimately he didn't end up signing on to that project because he didn't want to sign a multi-movie deal. Well, with the Joker, this is a one and done movie. It's set in 1981. Bruce Wayne is a kid. There's no point where Joker is gonna come in contact with Batman. So this is a one and done film. And with this being a one and done film, we gotta open up our minds to the fact that anything can happen in this movie. And on top of that, Todd Phillips has said in the past before that this film doesn't follow anything from the comics. So this is just a character study and Joaquin's take on the character of the Joker and adapting that to Todd Phillips' script. But this doesn't follow anything from the comics. It's not connected to the DCEU or a bigger cinematic universe, similar like how the Marvel movies are, and anything can happen in this movie. So with that being said, we cannot rule out that the Joker isn't gonna kill himself at the end of this movie. And amongst all the reviews that are praising the film to be the greatest thing that they've ever seen, there is a lot of reviews saying that this movie is the most unsettling movie that they've ever seen. Like, you're gonna walk out of this theater and this film is the ending of this movie is gonna stick with you for the next couple days. And it's very uncomfortable, and that is something that is necessary within the crafting of a Joker film. But it's also been said to be very controversial. And if the Joker kills himself at the end of this movie, and with this story being told on the side of Arthur, where we've never gotten a story told by the Joker where his character is humanized, his actions are justified. And if they're gonna justify suicide, that's gonna be extremely controversial. And with this movie having us as an audience member, be taking the back seat and be rooting for Arthur as he, descends into madness and he's finding his way to try to find his true happiness. This is a film that it's going to be very controversial and it's going to be very unsettling. And if he kills himself at the end of this film, that is something that, without a doubt, it's going to stick with you for the next couple days. Like, especially since from beginning to end, you're going to find this, you're going to feel bad for Arthur. You're going to feel sympathetic. And then the outcome of his character arc is going to end up with him killing himself. Like, that's super controversial and that's super unsettling. And, judging off of this review video that I saw from Perry Nemiroff, you guys can check out this clip right now.
Phoenix just takes him on a vicious downward spiral right down to the darkest depths of rage and frustration. This is also where I think Todd Phillips excels as a director and co-writer with Scott Silver. I'm going to tread lightly here with this point because I do not want to spoil anything, of course, but they do make a particular story choice that I found really succeeds in letting the viewer understand Arthur and specifically the weight of knowing that his dreams are unattainable.
But judging off of this review clip, guys, I already had the theory that the Joker was going to kill himself before I watched this. And after I see how Perry tries not to give so many spoilers away, but describes the ending of this movie and how that affected her, then that just leads me more to believe that the Joker will kill himself at the end of this movie. So guys, before I get into how this is all gonna build up to the Joker killing himself, it's important to acknowledge that this whole movie is wrapped around the fact that this is Arthur's story and how he descends into madness in order to find true happiness as his true self, which is the Joker. Well, once he becomes the Joker, he does a bunch of crazy stuff, and this ultimately leads to him realizing that he cannot find happiness as the Joker or Arthur. And this is going to end up to him killing himself. Now, when it comes to the story plot and the story elements of how this builds up to this, it all begins with this train sequence. So in the final act of this film, we're going to see Joker running a train heist that we have seen in multiple trailers, multiple pieces of footage for the Joker. And we see that at this point in the film, he is the leader of this whole gang that worships him as the Joker. And based on this final act of this whole train sequence, what actually ends up happening is that everyone on this train ends up dying. And that's why we see Joker exiting while the cops are entering and while everyone is getting trapped onto the trains. Well, after everyone dies and the dust has settled, we're gonna see that Joker actually sees the little kid that we saw at the beginning of the final trailer. Joker sees his body dead on the floor because of him. This is where Joker realizes that he's never gonna find happiness as the Joker and that his actions as the Joker aren't justified by his pain. So at this point, this is where Arthur realizes that he's never gonna find true happiness neither as Arthur and as the Joker. And this is where his descent into madness takes the biggest turn it could have ever taken. Once Joker realizes what he's done and sees that little kid at the beginning of that trailer and sees him how he is now dead because of his actions, this is where we see Joker let out a laugh that is masked behind so much pain. Like, he's laughing like something that the Joker would do in a situation like this, but behind that laugh, you can hear so much pain behind the character and the mask of the Joker. So this is where Arthur, takes a turn with his descent into madness. And one of the final shots of the film is Joker standing at the top of a building, seeing Gotham in chaos, absolute chaos, and all because of him and his actions. And after all of the people, all of the gangs that he inspired to take over the city, and he just sees Gotham, he sees buildings on fire, like the city is in complete chaos, and it's all because of him. And then this is where Joker finally does it, and he walks off the building, committing suicide as he falls to his death. And then we just see, a zoom-in shot as Arthur died with a smile on his face, showing that he finally put himself out of his misery. If this was any other film and if this was any other character, I would say pump the brakes on a suicidal ending for this character. But Todd Phillips has said it in the past. If he were to describe this movie in one word, that word would be tragedy. And this is the biggest tragedy of all, seeing this character Arthur, seeing how the world has bullied him with his mental health, and now seeing him descend into madness, trying to find happiness within this character of the Joker, and then causing a riot, causing chaos in the city of Gotham, and then never eventually finding true happiness with his life, and only finding happiness within death, and putting himself out of the misery by committing suicide. That if this was any other character, I would say chill out. Like, you're gonna have your main character at the end of the movie kill himself, but this is such a fitting ending for the character of Arthur, as this is a movie that's based on a social commentary for mental health in our society today. And Todd Phillips has said that this film is a tragedy, and this is a tragic ending, the most tragic ending that this film could possibly have. So let me know in the comment section down below, would you guys like it if Arthur killed himself at the end of the Joker film? I certainly wouldn't like it, but I feel like it's such a fitting ending for this movie, and it's the way that this movie has to end. It's the way that this character's arc has to end, guys. So let me know in the comment section down below, do you guys like my theory about how the Joker movie will end? Let me know in the comment section down below. Now getting into giveaway details, guys. I'm giving away a PlayStation 4 in December. All you have to do to enter this giveaway is like this video, comment down below, and subscribe for an entry towards winning a PlayStation 4. So there you guys have it. There's my ending to the Joker film theory. Again, I haven't watched this movie. I haven't read any spoilers, or I haven't seen any spoilers. So there you guys have it. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know, again, let me know in the comment section down below. Do you guys like this ending? And make sure to hit that push notification bell to get notified when I post more videos about the movies such as Joker, other MCU Marvel Phase 4 news, and I'm also covering the Avengers game. So again guys, hit that bell notification to get notified when I post more videos. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.